What kind of car is that? It may or may not come to some of you guys as a surprise that that is the most commonly asked question when bystanders ask about this car. I think my favorite guesses that I've heard so far are Bentley, Mercedes, and some other pretty high-class brands. Today I have the privilege of showing off Scott's 2015 Genesis sedan. So for those of you who don't know what kind of car this is, Hyundai also makes something called the Genesis Coupe. And that version is a two-door. It comes with the option of a turbocharged 4-cylinder or a V6. This car, if I had to put it in perspective, is it's a Genesis Coupe that graduated college, got a job, started wearing a suit and tie all the time, and started lifting. With that being said, I have to say that this 5-liter V8 motor is surprising, to say the very least. So to get rolling on what Scott has had done to this, he's actually done quite a bit of work to it. So he's got Velgen wheels. Aside from that, he's got some very meaty all-seasons on here, but the beautiful thing is it's lower. He decided that this car would look amazing with a drop, and I can't disagree with that. With that being added to the car, it really doesn't help the illusion that this car is not a Hyundai. So aside from that, he doesn't have any powertrain mods or anything like that, but he actually has dry carbon GTR hood vents, which add a very nice aesthetic touch, surprisingly, to the front of the car. They really do look awesome. He's got a custom set of brake rotors. He's actually running the same brand that I am on my car. They're Adams rotors. One thing that's also cool about this car is this car comes with a huge brake kit. Not only that, it has the automatic braking assistance, or whatever you want to call it, from factories. And the owner, Scott, has told me that he has tested it out, and he can actually vouch for it and say that it works very well. And I'm just going to go ahead and take his word for that, because I'm not going to try and run into anybody anytime soon. And the most beautiful touch I think that he has done to this car is he has shaved all of the Hyundai emblems off. You know, not because, you know, he's ashamed that it's a Hyundai or whatever. He honestly wanted to do it in a sense to kind of troll people, to make you wonder, you know, what in the hell is he driving? Even though he's done a lot to the exterior and he's made this car look beautiful, my favorite part about this car is he has quite literally made this car almost invisible. And I'll tell you why. So he's got everything hardwired, which is what I personally love about this car. Everything that has been done extremely well. It's very clean, and it's there's no loose wires anywhere. But so what he's done is he has a hardwired Valentine 1, which is a radar detector. He's also got a hardwired dash cam. And the best part about this is it is invisible, because it has, I'll go ahead and say it this way, it has aftermarket parking assistance. And if you want to look further into that, I advise that you do. What parking assistance does is, well, essentially it jams radars. Moving on from that, I know I usually try and speak more towards performance, but well, given that this is the car that it is, it's not really that appropriate to sit here and talk about that kind of stuff. And I have gone through several twisties. I have to say it is a little bit understeerish, and I have to brake. Wow, these brakes work incredibly well. What? Like I said, given that this is the car that it is, I want to talk about just the luxurious aspects of it. It is probably one of the most comfortable, even the fact that it has lowering springs, it's one of the most comfortable rides I've ever been in. I rode in this car before it actually had lowering springs installed. It was like riding on just a mobile, like drivable cloud. Also at the same time sitting on just pillows. This car is absolutely nuts. You can't feel a single bump in the road. You can now because of the lowering springs, but still, he didn't sacrifice a lot of drivability with this. It's really, really awesome. He does have limo tint all the way around the car, so it's very dark in here. Why I'm even wearing sunglasses is beyond me. This car is it's very dark from factory, which is really cool, but here's the beautiful thing. You guys can't really see it, but I can click one button and it brings a whole new element to the car. This sunroof is nuts! It literally just is the entire roof. Like, the entire roof is glass. Looking back at the rear doors and the rear window, you actually have visors on all of those. So it's really good, especially if you have kids or really anything. It gives you a lot of privacy back there. Not only that, but it blocks out a lot of sun, and that's a factory option that you can do. The interior is awesome. Everything's leather. Everything, like all the wood that you see on here, everything is real wood. So you've got the real wood, you've got really nice, like nothing's plastic in here. Everything, I mean, it might be plastic under it, but everything is covered with like a cushioned leather. This car, I mean, there's been nothing in this car that has been overlooked. Guys, this car is an absolute just, I don't even know what to describe it as. I'll put it in perspective for you guys. This car would not be out of place if you put a Mercedes badge on the front of it. And also, on that topic, with the Mercedes badge, this car would not be out of place if you put double the price tag on it as well. It truly has you saying, what kind of car is this? So to conclude this review, I want to say that I do think that Hyundai has done an absolutely incredible job with this car. It's something that really just exponentially blows your mind, because you find more and more and more the more you actually look at it and the more you actually drive it. So if you want to know more about the car, if you have any questions for Scott, or you just want to know any of the vehicle specifications or anything like that, go to Scott's Wheel Well account. I'm putting that in the description for you guys. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, join the Shanks squad, and I will see you guys next video. Peace out. Watch this. It's that easy. Man. Blows me away. Blows my mind.